Hello, this is Christian coming to you with another review, EDC review, and today on the table we have the Titanlight from Exotac, made in the USA. This is an everyday carry item that I've been carrying a fair bit in my day-to-day carry bag, and as simple as it might seem, this is just a lighter. Kind of a windproof or maybe we should say wind-resistant lighter that runs on just your standard fuel, lighter fuel or lighter fluid, which also can be run, I believe, on alcohol or methylated spirits if you had to. And it's a lovely little unit. I love it, and I believe those guys here, they have found a little niche for themselves that makes a lot of sense. And the reason I'm saying that is I've always had a big lighter in my everyday carry bag for obvious reasons, whether it's just to light birthday candles for a colleague at work, or whether it's out there when you're camping. You usually need access to a light at some point, or a lighter at some point. And the big lighters are fine, with the exception on those days when they are not, when it's a little bit more windy, where it's really hard to get a flame going. And the other issue that I had on a number of occasions in a tightly packed EDC pack, it can happen that you're actually squeezing your EDC pack in such a way that you're actuating your gas release, and when you need it, there's no gas left in your lighter. And I had that happen to me on two occasions, that something slipped in the pack, or the pack got a little bit of pressure from surrounding items, and I ended up not having any gas left in my big lighter. Now this concept is quite similar to what most people will be familiar with if they have been smokers or been exposed to an environment where there was a smoker, the good old Zippo lighter. And it is pretty much a Zippo lighter, just in a round form factor, with one important and decisive difference. You got an O-ring seal, and as little as that might appear, but it is quite significant, because Zippo lighters have the unfortunate trait that they leak their fuel out over time, because they never completely seal. So you leave them unattended and without a refill for long enough, and you will end up with the same problem over again. They're not going to light up when you need them. This particular lighter has spent weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks unused in my pocket, and hasn't had any issue lighting again. And so I can attest to the fact that this actually seals rather nicely, and I can also, as you can see, attest that light wind doesn't affect the flame all too much. So you really have to blow it out hard or shake it violently to extinguish the flame, or just put the cap on. But once the cap is on, and I think that's a double or triple start thread, as you can see, it just takes a very short twist, which is about half a turn, to close that thing up. This doesn't leak, and that is great. This is really a unit that comes in handy as an item that you store away in your bug out bag, or in your EDC carry. That is nice, compact, it fits nicely. It has about I think about an 18 or 20 millimeter diameter, 23, and at the thick part you're coming in at 24.8, so just under an inch. And you find plenty of room in all kinds of packs and EDC packs to loop that into a place and secure it tightly. So it's a nice form factor. It is sealed. It is kind of windproof. You won't be able to light that in a storm or anything. You really got to make sure that you're getting it out of the wind somehow to make it light up properly, but that's a problem you have with almost any lighter out there. And very reliable, and also relatively versatile in terms of what kind of fuel you can feed it. So I tried it with alcohol, that works just as well. And so that gives you lots and lots of choices if you require a refill somewhere where you don't have access to your regular lighter fluid. So I'm not quite sure. I think at the time of purchasing that was around 60 US. I'm not sure what they retail for at the moment. I already had that for 1.5 to 2 years. But it is certainly a worthwhile item to have. They're available here in New Zealand, but obviously in the United States they will be far easier to get hold of. And yeah, comes as thoroughly recommended from my end. Yeah, it's called the Exotac Titanlight. So keep that one in mind for your next camping trip, or if you've been looking for a reliable lighter for your EDC pack, that's the one to get. Alright, you all have a good day. Bye bye.